Well, I think the quality of our opponent, Boston University, brought out the very best in us tonight. I thought it was a terrific hockey game played by two outstanding teams. Well, both of us have, because we watch each other pretty closely during the year. Both our teams are way better now than they were in November. Even the series we played, we've improved since that January series. So, but a classic goaltending battle. I thought, Thatcher and Sean McGuire, traded saves back and forth and took a, really hard, well-placed shot by Alex Tuch to send the Beanpot toward our dressing room. But we feel very fortunate just because of, like I said, the quality of our opponent. Really proud of our players to stay patient. It's one of the hardest things to do with 0-0 through 60 minutes. It seems like every shift is going to be a factor in the game. But I really thought Thatcher was outstanding in goal tonight. And we got big performances from a lot of different people, but certainly Teddy Doherty's play as a captain, his leadership is a big factor for our team.
Thanks, Coach. Teddy, before we get to the question, you want to just deliver as captain here? Any thoughts on tonight's game going on as a senior of the win?
Yeah, first of all, credit to BU. That was not easy at all. They gave us everything they had, and they've had a great season so far, and I know we're just seeing down the road. So, great effort by them. The guys, it's just a heck of a way to go out, and very fortunate.
Questions, Steve?
Alex, it may have seemed with all the snow that this game might be canceled or postponed. With the forecast Sunday night, you have a 29-minute delay in the first period, 60 minutes of hockey without a goal. Was there any pent-up emotions? Let's get this over with, given that the goal was scored so quickly, or was it just the way it bounced?
No, not really. I think our four captains really brought us in the locker room together and said, be calm, make it simple, get pucks in the net, like the coach has been saying all day. And we really felt that we were going to win after that third period. And I think the team camaraderie just really brought it together.
Andy Merritt, New England Hockey Journal. Teddy, for the younger guys on this team, this is kind of the first chance you get to play for, to play for a trophy, and it leads up to a whole bunch of trophies being possible for you guys. How important is it for the young guys on this team to get this experience and to go through this tournament and have a positive experience coming out of it?
Yeah, of course. First of all, any trophy you win is awesome. But looking ahead, and you kind of in the regionals, it's a Beanpot style tournament. People learn how to play these tournaments now, and having this experience and being able to beat two top 7, top 8 teams in the country, and coming away with Beanpot is really special. We're gonna use this experience positively, and hopefully we can win some more down the road.
Josh Sullivan, Berkshire Record. Alex, you kind of hesitated on that shot. Kind of drew the screen towards you and fired it home. Was that what you were planning to do, or did it work out that way?
Yeah, it just really worked out that way. I saw Sanford was driving the net on the left side, and I just tried to put it low and on net. And I think one of the defensemen on BU screened it, and the goalie didn't really see it, so lucky it went in.
Thatcher and Alex, based on the way things went last year, how important was it for you guys to, come out of this with a win, but especially to play a game that you can be really proud of?
Yeah, I thought last year obviously we weren't satisfied with the outcome. It wasn't, it wasn't something we were proud of for our freshmen to go through. So this year we really put a point on making sure that we did get this win. Not only for those guys, but for the seniors as well. It's not something we take lightly here. Beanpots are a big deal, and we're really happy that we can send our seniors out with one more.
Just to reiterate what he said was we weren't really satisfied last year. I mean, we lost in the first round, and Last year, even though we weren't as strong as we are this year, we still thought we had a chance of winning the Beanpot. And I think there's 4 teams, and there was 4 really good teams, and every team played really well past week, and there could have been won by anyone.
Scott?
Scott McLaughlin, WEI.com. Thatcher, a few of your biggest saves in this game came right after chances for them at the other end. What's going through your mind when you see a great chance for them and then all of a sudden plays coming right back at you? Is there any sort of like extra motivation because their goalie just made a big save, or you calm in that moment?
Yeah, you just try to stay poised, try to just stay in the moment, trying to make a save so we can win, not because, the other guy made one, but, yeah, it was a tough game, we had a lot of chances. McGuire played unbelievable, all the accolades he got after the game were very well deserved. So yeah, it was kind of a goaltending battle tonight, and luckily the big man next to me was able to get one past him there.
Michael Sullivan for the Heights. Thatcher, a couple of times you got banged up a little bit. How did those conversations go with the trainer when you came out?
I'm pretty close with Bert, our trainer. So when he gets down there, he kind of gives me a hard time. He says he doesn't like too much TV time. So I tried to get up as quick as I could so he could get off the ice. And I kind of told him to get out of my face. He asked me if I could finish the game, and I kind of just looked at him like he was crazy. But yeah, he's awesome. We're just kind of going back and forth there.
Anything else for the guys? All right, boys, thanks for coming down.
I thought one of the key things also is, look at the stat sheet again, we just took 3 minor penalties, and we wanted to make sure we kept BU's power play from operating 2 or 3 times a period. And some of these games with the arrival becomes very emotional, but I thought we kept our emotions in check, and for the most part did a really good job in that part of the game.
Jerry, when Thatcher took that really hard hit, I looked over and saw you were kind of trying to pump some players up and giving them a pat on the back. Some heads were hanging a little bit. Can you share any of the words you were kind of imparting there to keep guys positive at that point?
Well, it was a hard collision. Our player and their player just wiped them right out. And, I was just concerned more for we gotta get Thatcher healthy and get him back in the game here. So, but anytime there's a chance to talk to our players, when there's almost a TV timeout, we're always reiterating some different things that we see during the course of the game. But I'm glad he got up both times, for sure.
Jerry?
During the lighting delay, was there, what you went back to the locker room, what did you guys do to stay warm, and what was talked about there to try?
The refs came over that Dave and I asked about, it might be 10 minutes, might be, 15 minutes delay. Do you want to go off the ice, make a fresh sheet of ice and play a 29-minute second period? And neither Dave or I thought that'd be a good idea. So luckily, what was it, 29 minutes, Buck said, I think. But, we handled it.
Why did you not want to do that?
Well, it's a long period, 29 minutes. The ice is second game of the night, and it would have been, playing in your backyard, I think.
Andy?
Similar question I asked the players, as you're building this team and trying to put them in the right position for trophy season, how important is this one to get them started off on the right foot?
Well, I think it's really important. The Britannia Cup's next, the regular season championship, and we're going to switch gears now. We put the the Beanpot in our locker room, and we try to add 3 more to it. So, but it's like if you don't birdie the first hole, you can't birdie them all. So, we got to birdie in the first major.
Anything else?
Well, I've never birdied the first hole, so I don't know. I think the turnout was pretty good for the snow, and I thought it was going to be like Groundhog Day from last year with the cancellation, but I thought the students of both teams came out pretty good for us. So
Real quick, just an official word from the guard on the outage from Tricia. The statement is a power surge affected the area TV lighting. We have not determined if the cause was internal or external. A lot of guesses on Twitter, but I wouldn't go with any of those. If there's nothing else for Coach,